well, this is a bit of a messy site. It keeps hopping to this thing, even if you're not on the page. I don't know how they thought. It was also a bit messy to get back to the actual page I was on, which was this one. My courses. Why it keeps hopping back, I don't know. It was signed out again. Okay, so anyway, you can like check this out, and there's supposed to be a free cert thing, though it's not really free. But I got the tip that this might be a useful thing, especially if you have a bit of experience already, to like do it very simply. And you get into this customer certificate
Cato
security
says,
learning experience
hey
thingy.
ho,
Hi,
translated from
welcome
German.
in. And I clicked the first button here, and the first bit of that was, I guess, the pre-assessment. That's what I was doing. So I just finished this. So it's a bit odd. You have answered all the questions. You don't need 100% progress. And it's kind of a few questions are simply wrong, according to me. But I don't think I should give examples, right? Anyway, the last one I had 100% certain I was right, and I got it wrong anyway, so. Select the below box and click continue or return to home page. So I guess we click here. Let's see what happens after we do the assessment thingy. But I want to start the training now. Okay. So you're not supposed to answer correctly on the questions? I don't get it. Whatever. So I had 30% incorrect, it says here. So that's so funny. Yeah, so there was network security in there, and some of the questions were not right, according to me. Well, one that I answered correctly to, which I don't think was a good question, was like, about, like, the question was, how do you synchronize servers or computer or whatever it was? And then it said like HTTP, FTP, NTP, and I was like, okay, they definitely mean time, but it's not mentioned time, and I wouldn't call it synchronize computers. We just synchronize the computer's time. So the questions are so like off and odd. So I don't think this is a good thing, really. There were even worse ones, but some were funny. I got a screenshot. I hope it's okay to show, but this one was real funny. So it's not really a hard question though. Unable to log into the production environment. Gary tries 3 times and then is locked out. We're trying again for 1 hour. The network is tired. Gary's being punished. Yeah, so it's a bit funny sometimes.
Sync computers is like syncing the data, and you are using sync or similar for that.
Yeah, so there was no good alternatives. Those were the only ones. So, yeah, you don't sync computers with time sync. That's not how you do it. There were so many, at least like 4 or 5 ones that I was like, yeah, I should tell them this is not correct. This is not a good question. So you're like supposed to only have read their content, which is not available until after this test, right? Because I can't see the training. As you can see, it's locked here. Locked. And I guess I can start with stuff here. It's just because I clicked the first one. So it's locked. What if I click this one? Can I see this? I guess so. So I just clicked the first one, of course, right? Introduction, pre-assessment. Introduction was, this is like how long I read. Though the dude that told me about this, I met some people. There was a Hack the Box meetup. So first time I actually met IRL cybersecurity people. And then it was another thing yesterday. A talk at one of the companies, cyber companies in Stockholm here. So I guess that when we click continue here, we'll see this information. So then there were lots of stuff I didn't know, but probably this control concepts. So obviously I guessed better than the things I knew. I answered 100% sure on the wrong answer sometimes. Yeah. And some questions are like so simple. It's really, everybody must know it. So why have it in something that's supposed to be some kind of certification? Anyway, I'm thinking that if this is the kind of questions, the kind of things you're supposed to learn in this course, then this cert is not worth anything, because it's more like what you need to know before you start learning things, right? It's not worth anything then to have a certification saying, yeah, I'm ready to start learning things. So the dude that gave me the tip said that the CISSP is the name, right? That's these people have it also, and this is like the little brother of that one. But I think they're all just checkbox questions. It's nothing practical, no real, like, it's just, I guess you could just Google the answers, you know? So what does this say? I did the yeah, also it gave me some kind of certificate for clicking to join the course. I'm like, okay, so you want me to share this as an ad for you guys? It's a bit like, that's very odd marketing. So I completed the pre-assessment of it, of course. Well, yeah, that's a cool certificate to have. It feels a bit off. It's very odd. And also what I read that I didn't know, he said like, yeah, so when you have completed the test, you pay $50 or euro for getting the cert when you already passed the test. That's the only thing you need to pay, right? And you have one free attempt, I guess. And I don't know if that's what he said. And then when I read here, it said that every year you need to pay $50 slash euros to keep it. And that's like, okay. And now when I know, if it was something useful, but now when I know it's a basic thing, but we'll just use it to get some information, because I'm not good at those parts that it said I was best at here, right? So I didn't know really what this was. Control concepts. Those like the GRC side of stuff. I need to know more about that. So 80% highest accuracy. So what about the network one? That's was the one it's not mentioned. As it is free, but it might not always be free, and you know, I haven't asked them if it's okay to stream it. So, and one of the questions was if you find someone sharing the correct responses to questions, what should you do with different alternatives? And there
Someone
was
in
an
my
obvious
extended family was somewhat proficient with computers, then they did the ICDL certificate, ECDL at that time, and after that they were a DAO, dumbest assumed user, and did everything they should know not to do.
Okay, someone in my extended family was somewhat proficient with computers, then they did the ICDL. ECDL, never heard of it, and after that they were a DAO, dumbest assumed user. Okay. I don't know what ICDL or ECDL is. Should I Google? Let's see. Certification. Now available. What is it? Come on. What is? International Certification of Digital Literacy. So it's like, oh, I know how to start Word, kind of thing. Is it? Mm. Yeah, anyway, so the ethical questions were easy, you know, it's just logic. A lot of it was just logic. So, but words, terms that are like GRCS, like rules and stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna move this.
And I guess a lot of common do's and don'ts that were taught were conflicting with what normal brain.exe using for years taught them.
Yeah. Yeah, so one was, I'm sure the answer was all of the ones, but one thing was, should you like set security on illegal data? I was like, no, because we shouldn't have any illegal data, right? And I'm sure I got like 120 minus points on that one, because I set two other options as the ones with 60%, because I'm thinking that's what they mean us to put, but I'm like refusing. Well,